Pterodactyl here. Today's video is going to be on this here Craftsman walk-behind mower with self-propel. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace the carburetor. But I want to go over why we're replacing the carburetor and why it's always cheaper to maybe buy some of these aftermarket parts, as long as they're good aftermarket parts. So, this mower, the carburetor was leaking. And when they leak, it's usually the needle and seat inside there. The needle and seat is a little valve with the float that's in there. And that controls the amount of fuel. And if it leaks, the gasoline, or the dinosaur juice, as I like to call it, will start running out where the air cleaner goes. Because this mounts on here. So then the gas will run out and it'll be all over the mower. So you usually just replace the needle and seat. Now, this is a brakes and scrap 'em engine that's on this one. So I took it apart and I put an OEM 398188, I believe is the part number. Let me check my notes. 398188 is the part number for the needle and seat. And then you got to put a bowl gasket on it. Now that needle and seat, the OEM one from Brakes and Scrap 'em, depending on where you buy it, is between $6 and $7. And then you got the bowl gasket, and then maybe this gasket too, which is about $3.50 from Brakes and Scrap 'em. But if you go aftermarket, you can cut that in half. Now, this carburetor alone, if you had to buy it, ranges in price from where you buy it anywhere from $58.84. It could be as much as $68.99. The cheapest I found was ProParts at $58.84. Parts Tree was $68.99. Jack's Small Engines was $68.99. And if you're a Briggs dealer, the OEM price, the list price, is anywhere from $60 to $62. So ProParts, they were the cheapest for OEM. So I went to HIPA and got a HIPA carburetor. And these are the different part numbers for the same carburetor. These are Brakes and Scrap 'em part numbers. This is how many different part numbers for this exact same carburetor. So sometimes you might look up, say, this part number, and it may say it's unavailable or no longer available. And then you can look up these other ones, and it may be available under them, but it's all the same. And it's for the auto choke. This has got the auto choke. So I went on HIPA's website and bought this from HIPA. And when I move my thumb, you're going to see how much this carburetor is. $8.28. Come on! How can they do that so cheap? You got to be kidding me. I put a needle and seat in this. OEM, brand new. Still leaked. Was still whizzing gas out of it. Then I thought, well, maybe I damaged the seat when I put it in. Even though I used the seat tool to install it, then I put another one in. Now I'm at $12, and it leaked again. And I'm like, I got 12 bucks in this thing, and my time. How the heck are you going to make money at a shop when you're wasting all this time trying to fix this carburetor? It wasn't worth it. And who's going to want to buy a $60 carburetor when you can get this one from HIPA for $8.28? Come on. So this is what comes in the box. Get the carburetor, and you get some nice packing cushions in there, which I don't know, you maybe might be able to reuse this for something. And you get the gaskets and the O-ring. Like I said, this gasket, if you went to your local small engine shop This gasket's like $3 to $4. So you're spending all this money at your local shop when all you got to do is go online and buy this one from HIPA. It's the same thing. Exact same carburetor. It's got a steel float bowl instead of an aluminum one. But geez, even if this thing fails, you know, a year later, for $8, this one's going to fail too. At $60, especially if you leave gas in it and you don't use it. Sometimes I tell customers, if you're going to buy these, maybe buy 2 of them, keep one on the shelf. Especially if it's on a piece of equipment you're not using very often. Because you know this crappy fuel that they're selling us eats up this stuff. Deteriorates fast. We've done a whole video series on it. So now we're going to install this carburetor on this lawnmower. Since I couldn't get this one to stop leaking. Your Taryl fixes all. The carburetor is going to talk to me now. Your Taryl fixes all. You should have been able to fix me. I don't care. You should have kept putting needle and seats in it until I quit leaking. No, I'm not listening to you, carburetor. You need to listen to me. Listen to me. No, 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 I bought the HIPA one. You did the right thing. You bought me. I will not fail you. Okay, all right, good carburetor, good carburetor. All right, set me down, put me down. Quit holding me. All right, take it easy. All right, so it comes with the new O-ring and the new gasket. So here's the O-ring. We peel that off, and you can see it's kind of got some crud on it. Might be able to use that over. Now I put the new one on. And we'll hook in our shaft here, our throttle linkage into the throttle shaft, and that O-ring is what seals it. Here's the screws that hold it to the engine block. Get them started. Can you see in there, Mr. Cameraman? Or do we need a light? Alright, now let me get a 3/8 socket and we'll tighten that down. I got the carburetor bolted on. Now I have to bolt on this automatic choke lever here, which has got a little pin here that mounts right into there. And then with a 1/4 inch socket, 1/4 inch head, I need to tighten that down. Now there's a little spring, this little tiny guy here, which hooks on. Let me get some little baby needle nose. Which hooks onto here. There's a little tab right there. It hooks onto there. And then it hooks onto here. And that's your auto choke mechanism. Now I need to hook up my fuel line. And then put my clamp on there. Need my better pliers. Here they are. So I can grab it. I had those pinchers on there for a while. Now, I know some people get upset when you use like aftermarket parts that are made in China. I guarantee with some amount of certainty that if I was to order this OEM brakes and scrap 'em carburetor and look at the box to see where it was made, it was probably made in a foreign country. It may not have been made in China. It might have been made in India or somewhere else. Or it may have been made in China. But it's a lot more, 10 times more. $8 for this one, $60 for this one. So what's that, 8 or 9 times more than OEM? All right. So next, all I have to do is bolt this on with the new gasket and put my air filter in. So here's my new gasket. Got these little pins here that it mounts to. And then here's the screws, 5/16 headed screws. We've got to hook up our vent. This is our crankcase vent breather hose. Goes on there. What happened to my 5/16? Here it is over here. So yeah, I don't know what planet a lot of you live on, but I know here in the United States and all across the world, just about everything you buy is made somewhere else. Especially in this country, just about everything you buy is made in China. But there's stuff that's higher quality and there's stuff that's cheap. And I've been using this HIPA stuff for a while, but I've never really kind of endorsed it because I wanted to see how well it works. I just don't want to blindly go out there and endorse something. I want to use it for a few years and see how well it works before I go getting behind it. So it's probably been about 4 or 5 years that I've been using a lot of this HIPA stuff. And now is the time I figured to just go ahead and get behind it. Because I haven't had any issues. And if I had any issues, it's usually because they left gas in it. And I don't care if it's OEM or it's aftermarket. If you leave fuel in it and it gums up, it's going to go bad. That's just a fact of life. If you don't maintain it and take care of it, it's not going to take care of you. So why keep paying $60 for a carburetor when you can get one for $8? And free shipping. Yeah, here's the old needle from the brakes and scrap 'em one. The bolt gasket. Wasted all that time trying to fix that OEM carburetor. That's called how you lose money in this repair business. I used to like to try to repair the OEM stuff that was on there, but now I'm at that tipping point now where it's like, let's just quit jacking around with these carburetors that are leaking and just put a brand new one on there if it's cheap enough. And that's what we've been doing. Unless it's something really rare or you can't get the parts for it or nobody makes it aftermarket. Then you kind of have to try to find a workaround. But for something like this, you're making money, you're saving your customer money. When you save your customer money, they're going to be return customers. They're going to keep coming back and they're going to keep spending money. You're going to get it in the long run. Like I said earlier, who knows? That OEM car from Brakes and Scrap 'em may have been made in China also. And it's 8, 9 times more than this cheap HIPA one, which will do the same thing. Do the same job. And so far, it's not leaking. So let's put an air cleaner in it, get it on the ground, and as Elkskin says, fire it up, fire it up, fire it up. Okay, we got it all back together. Now we're ready to, as Elkskin says,
fire it up, fire it up, fire it up.
Shut up! Let's see how well HIPA does. There you have it, saving my customers money. What it's going to cost this customer to get this mower repaired is going to be still less than what it would have been if I would have bought the OEM carburetor. Come on, it's simple math. Do it in your head. And then get that Elkskin, fire it up out of your head first, then do the math. So there you have it, grass rats. Check out HIPA. They got all kind of parts. They don't have every part for every mower, but they have a lot of parts for a lot of mowers. Check it out. You can't go wrong. And there's your dinner.